Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. Welcome. Take a seat. Bring some wine and magazines. Welcome to the magazine and wine party. If you knew how many times I tried to film this video, you wouldn't believe me. It's been a journey. Yeah, quarantine hates my skin. Let's just put that out there. I have been dry, flaky, breaking out, all of the things, and feeling pretty bad about myself, to be perfectly honest. Not to be an egg Nelly or anything, but my skin is going through it right now, and I think there are so many other people in the same situation. I don't think we look after our skin in the same way every day when we're locked down as we would when we're out and about. We're not getting maybe as much vitamin D, fresh air, all that kind of stuff, and just all around our diets are different, our sleeping is different, our water intake and caffeine intake is different, and that is going to equal dryness in the skin, dehydration, and quite a few breakouts. Fun times, as if a pandemic wasn't enough for us to deal with. I definitely have been going through the ringer with my skin, and I was talking about it on Instagram here and there, and I just was like trying new products, buying new things, and not a whole lot was working for me. I just was like, I need to strip this back to basics and just use like a couple of different products from a similar range consistently, no like switching and changing, and see how that goes for me. And it really has worked. So L'Oreal actually reached out to me and they said, oh hey, we've got this cool range that we think will really suit your skin right now. Try it out. If you like it, let's do a video. And I was like, sounds good, let me try. So off I went down to Boots and picked up the range, and it's actually worked so well for me. So I was like, hey L'Oreal, yeah, this is made for me. This is what my skin needed. So the range that I was trying was a few products from the Revitalift filler range by L'Oreal. And that is a range based on hydrating, plumping, and bringing life back into the skin and youth back into the skin, with mainly hyaluronic acid as an ingredient. And I know we all love hyaluronic acid. It is the ultimate buzzword ingredient for skin, and for a reason. It works. And for me, breakouts and all that jazz comes from my skin being dehydrated and deprived of hydration, and all around just being thirsty. And a lot of people think that breakouts and pimples and stuff like that mainly comes from having oily, acne prone skin. But actually, if you think about it, if your skin is dehydrated, if your skin is really thirsty, what is it going to tell itself? It's going to say, hey, start producing oils to hydrate yourself. That's what the skin will do to look after itself. And then that's what makes you have the breakouts. So don't be afraid of hydrating ingredients if you are breaking out, because your skin could be overproducing oil to try and fix itself. Makes sense if you break it down like that. Having a simple hydrating range and not over cleansing and drying out your skin, stuff like that either. Just having a couple of products that you use before your makeup or at night, after your normal cleanser and stuff, is really going to help you. And you'll notice that a lot of the breakouts will subside then, because your skin is getting that drink. So today I'm going to show you how I am giving my skin the massive drink of hydration that it needs, and it's helping me smooth lines, fill in the cells with all that juiciness and plumpness, and giving me a really youthful and glowy look when I'm not feeling my best. And then I will also show you in the next part the makeup that I would follow up with. So this is the prep, and then we'll do the makeup. But I think for me, and if you guys have followed me for a while, you know that the prep to me is so much more important than the makeup. If you get the prep right and you're using the right skincare and you're giving your skin what it's looking for, makeup is easy. Makeup is only hard when you're not looking after your skin. And even skin like mine that is sensitive and broken out right now can look smooth and glowy. Like, wait till you see it. It's actually the worst my skin has been in so long, but right now you wouldn't be able to tell. And I'm not caked in makeup either. It's because I've hydrated my skin, I've given it what it wants, and you can make your skin look bouncy, glowy, and beautiful. And this range is also focused on being your at-home filler when you can't get to your cosmetic doctor. We're all in quarantine, nobody can. I haven't had Botox or filler in probably about a year anyway, but I can definitely see a lot of like lines where everything is worn off. And then the dehydration has also kicked in, has increased my lines and everything. And since using this range, I definitely see more plumpness and filling out to those lines and a lot more youthful smoothness to my face, which is really cool. It's definitely nice to have a bit of at-home pampering during this crazy time that we're all going through. So sit back, get yourself some snacks, get yourself a cup of tea. We're going to talk about the skincare now for a minute, and I will also link you up the makeup look as well. So I didn't want to ramble on for too long in one video because I could go on forever. I don't like to skip over the skin bit and stuff and just make it quick. So we're going to give you both. So to start off with my skin looking red and dehydrated and everything, I wanted to give it an extra big boost of hydration. You can just go in with your serum and your moisturizer, but if I want makeup to really sit nicely, if I'm going to be going somewhere and my skin is just not feeling its best, using a sheet mask for 15 minutes is going to make such a big difference and really give you that like wha-pow punch of hydration. So I used the L'Oreal, the Replumping mask. I keep them in my fridge too, by the way, so they're really nice and cold. It feels really good on the skin when you're having breakouts. It's like if you had a big shot of serum and you're leaving that sinking onto the face. And I would leave that on there for 15 minutes, or if I'm not putting on makeup and I'm just using it as a treatment, as I'm going about the house, I would leave it on until it dries up. Now I must say the sheet mask does have different packaging in Ireland and the UK than it does in Australia, so I'm going to pop up the packaging on the screen here so that you can see the difference, and if it has a slight difference of name as well, so that way you know what you're looking for when you go into the shops. But it's the same thing, just, you know, as you go from continent to continent, it can change packaging sometimes, but it's the same product, and I want you all to be able to find it and not be like, what is she telling me about? My audience is from all across the world, so it's very hard to always link up everything, but yeah, this is going to be the same one. Okay, so I'm back. I've dried off my hair a bit. I haven't styled it properly, but just wanted to get it dry without the mask on, and the mask has well and truly dried up and sunk into my skin. And even though I'm feeling so terrible about my skin right now, and I'm showing you me at my worst skin stage I've had in years, with no tan on my face or anything, I feel like it's really looking as good as it can look right now after that really big boost of hydration. So the hyaluronic acid is just going to get into all of those skin cells and puff them up, plump them up, and smooth out all of your lines, add all that hydration. If I wasn't doing the mask, I would just have gone straight in with this serum. I'm going to use this today as well as the mask because I just really need that hydration. And this is the L'Oreal Revitalift Filler Hyaluronic Acid Serum. It's 1.5% hyaluronic acid, and this is the same concept as the mask, but just in a daily serum. And I just like to apply that all over the face. I'm getting redness all around here because my skin is sensitive right now, so that's not from the serum, that's just from the rubbing. When my chronic illness flares up, my skin is super sensitive. I could just do like this to my neck and with a little bit of like a light scrape and I would get a red welt. So forgive me for that redness, but with this serum, I just apply that, pat it into the face, and that will do just like the mask. It will help to smooth out lines, fill in all of those dehydrated cells. So that's just going to be even more hydration for underneath your makeup so that you actually have a smooth and plumped out base and you're not dealing with the texture the same way, you're not dealing with a lot of the dehydrated lines as much. You'll notice that when your skin is dry and dehydrated that you actually look like you've aged quite a bit. So getting in that hydration is another way to combat the fine lines and wrinkles, and that's why they call it the filler range, because it really does do that job of helping to plump out the skin, fill in all of the dry crevices and gaps, and it really does help with the fine lines and wrinkles. My skin is definitely a lot happier. I'm going to go in with moisturizer. I do have the day and night creams of the Revitalift filler range. This is the day, this is the night. The night will just have that bit more of a kick in it, you know, a little bit thicker. I'm going to use the day one now because I'm doing makeup, and you can add your SPF and everything on top of this, no bother. I really like this moisturizer. I've been having a bit of a, I don't know, a come to Jesus moment about moisturizer the last year. I feel like so many expensive moisturizers just don't do enough for the price that you're paying. So like when I'm using a moisturizer from L'Oreal and a moisturizer from like La Mer or something, I should be seeing a massive difference in quality for the price, and I just don't see it. I feel like serums can really amp up your moisturizers, like that mask and serum. So having just like a simpler, you know, more affordable moisturizer really is the same thing as getting all of your expensive ones, like all the department store moisturizers. This one does the exact same thing. This is a really, really lovely moisturizer. It's just very smoothing, plumping, hydrating. It definitely lines up with the rest of the range for really filling out your lines, getting the skin hydrated, and getting that really beautiful, smooth and youthful looking base and that like bounce and plumpness back in your skin, so that you feel alive again. In quarantine, as I've been trying to hydrate my skin and grow my hair, you know, not style my hair as much, I've also been trying to focus on my lashes, and I used the L'Oreal clinically proven lash serum last year and really liked it. So I was like, I'm going to do it again now, because I'm not even wearing mascara these days unless I'm, you know, putting on a face of makeup. I'm not wearing it on the daily, and if I'm not wearing mascara, lashes, lash extensions, nothing, now is the time to grow your lashes. So you just do a little few clicks on this and just apply really lightly along your lashes. And I use that as a step in my skincare now, whether it's at night or in the morning, and then I just continue on with my makeup or the rest of my skincare at night, whatever it is, and it just becomes part of your routine. And you'll see the difference when I put on mascara. Right now, like, it's hard to see your lashes when you don't have product on them and the ends are kind of blonde. But when I put on mascara, which is so rarely these days, but when I do, I'm like, girl, whose lashes are these? Oh my god. And it makes me feel so much better, like, about myself, because my skin is just really bugging me right now. So when I do the good skincare and it feels better, and then my lashes are looking longer, I just feel better about life because my skin and my lashes have been treated nicely. So that is the skincare and prepping stage of my quarantine glow up for my broken out skin. I will link up the makeup video to follow that in the corner up here somewhere, and also in the description box. Thank you so much to L'Oreal for working with me on this video. I'm really loving this range. It's not going to break the bank and it just works for me, and I'm so glad that I found it. My skin is reacting so well to it, and hopefully in a few weeks I'll feel back to normal. Just keep pumping full of that hydration. You can slide straight on over now and watch the makeup bit. We're just going to talk through this really simple makeup look, nothing crazy, just getting that coverage in and a bit of a glow so you feel your best. It's okay to be feeling crappy during quarantine. We all do. Nobody feels their slimmest, nobody feels their best skin, best life. You know, we're all going through it right now, and this is going to help you feel better. So see you in the next video right here.